National Park avalanches are heading up on the forecast.
Showing just the very slightest signs of maybe having a little bit of trouble breathing, but very common, typical, and we'll just keep an eye on it.
Oh my God.
And the more she cries, the more those deep breaths. That's good.
Good morning.
Taya, what's today?
12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12.
December 12th, 2012. Only happens every 100 years.
We moved here when I was 7 years old from upstate New York. My parents drug us out here, my sister and I, and we had never heard of Jackson or probably even Wyoming at that point.
I have a 15-year-old son, and I wanted to give him a very unique and high-level quality of life.
I didn't know anybody, I didn't have a place to stay, and I didn't have a job. I just put all my stuff in my car, kissed my family goodbye, and moved out here.
Buscando una nueva vida para mejorar para la familia, un futuro mejor.
It's a nationwide program, and it serves families with children from 0 to 5 years old to get them ready for school and kindergarten. We're not only helping them in their home language, which for most of the kids is Spanish, but we're getting them ready for school so that they're more fluent in English. And so I think we've been really successful at that in our classroom. They work with the families, which leaving that imprint on the family as a whole really makes a difference in these particular kids.
We saw that girls weren't graduating from high school and going on to college. And it's the reason we started College Bound Latinas.
It made us think that we actually can make it, like, farther in life than I actually thought I would.
They've made me see that I'm so much smarter than I think I am, because without them I would be taking regular classes this year, and I'm taking a lot of advanced classes.
I want to go to college and prove people wrong, that Latinas can go to college and that we just don't end up working in a restaurant pregnant.
I came in for a temporary job in 1991, May of 91, and that lasted about 8 months, and then I just never left.
respond to a structure fire at 255 North Glenwood, medic 10, engine 11, tender 17, truck 16, rescue 14, engine 71, rescue 74, tender 77, respond to a structure fire, 255 North Glenwood, again, medic 10.
Yo pienso que una mejor vida aquí que en México, más oportunidad de trabajo.
Lots of master's degrees in the service industry makes this place unique.
I've been doing the show for a year and a half or so. It's been super fun to be able to relax and have confidence and be a part of community radio.
I have this beautiful studio space upstairs, and somehow I've managed to be up there without getting kicked out since the day this building, the Center for the Arts, opened. We have drawing classes, painting classes, and so now I actually have a job. I'm not just a homeless man trying to survive in Jackson.
This valley has always had a very long history of interesting people settling down here.
We are here, but every day we're talking to people all around the world. And, you know, one of the things that we asked ourselves is why not put it in some place like Jackson Hole? Ethnomedicine refers to the people, typically indigenous cultures around the world. Initially, we did a lot of work looking at plants that they used to cure disease. And then we found a plant that we thought might be causing a disease. We found a plant, a cycad plant, that the people were eating, have traced them back to the cyanobacteria that are found in the roots of these plants. And we found that this particular molecule is a neurotoxin that we believe triggers these neurodegenerative diseases of ALS, which is known as Lou Gehrig's disease, Alzheimer's, and Parkinson's disease.
Another tough day at the office. Working an upper mountain lift is kind of the dream. Nice and fresh. Working here, I don't have to wait in line. I think that's probably my favorite thing is the 812 Trib.
My friends say, when are you going to get a real job 25 years later? And I tell them I got it. I love coming to work every day.
I just can't think of anything that's more beautiful and that speaks to the soul with the seasons and the sagebrush and the air and noises and the feel of the place.
I came to Trail Creek to be a ski guide. We skied on the pass every day and Someone had to bring up the rear because people had fallen down. They couldn't get up in the powder snow. We're off like a herd of turtles. We used to have as many as 45, 50 head here. And now we have only own 3, and the rest are border horses. Mostly, basically friends of ours that board here too. We were never very happy about wherever they went in the winters because they were never really that well taken care of. We about starved some of them to death over in Victor one year, so in the middle of January we had to move them home. So from then on it was a winter job feeding the horses.
Got my start out here in Wyoming guiding for a lodge up on Togety Pass, and got in with some freestylers and thought that I could go and do some freestyle and aspirations of going to X Games. I took a wreck 2 years ago, broke every bone in my left leg and 3 bones in my right leg. 11 surgeries to put it back together. It hurts every day, but as soon as the throttle starts up, there's a little switch behind the ear, the helmet goes on, the pain goes away, and everything is just a blank. Just love it. Can't give it up.
Happy 12-12-12. One day in Jackson Hole.
The fact that you can walk out your back door and be at a trailhead and enjoy nature.
Jackson Hole is special in so many ways. This landscape, this place, it's magic. Once you become part of it, you pretty much want to stay tapped into that forever.
switch modes of transport here to foot because my skins were icing up. Hitting the hot springs.
It's a joy, you know. I get to come to work every day and work on things I enjoy. When I need a break, I get to go into nature, go spend time outside. So they complement each other pretty well.
Pretty high drama.
This golden eagle, as big as he looks, he only weighs about 7 pounds.
She feeds mostly on small rodents and other owls, actually, other birds, nestlings such as osprey nestlings fall prey to great horned owls.
Should be a great gray in here, as reported. They're out hunting here somewhere. There they are, right there. Is it beautiful? Searching all around for mice. The wind's coming up and you get the wind in the trees. I've been waiting for it like 15 years for the great gray. And a spruce with the snow boughs. I've seen lots of great grays, but this is really one I've been looking for.
One of the biggest challenges, because this is such a wild place, is figuring out a happy way for wildlife and people to coexist in a healthy, long-lasting way.
Keeping our wildlife safe, I think of not becoming overdeveloped.
This used to be hay meadow right out here, which is now cabins, housing.
The biggest challenge for Jackson is the upcoming growth and how it'll affect the community.
It's hard to want to stay here for a long time, not because you can't go hiking and skiing and see amazing things or meet amazing people, because you can't afford to live here.
You have to really have a healthy middle class in order for your community to be successful and thriving.
The price of land here it makes it really, really hard to foresee a long-term future.
Really, the only way to do it is to either have a really good professional job or start your own business, I think.
Anything that I can dream up is possible here because everybody is going to support me.
I've never been around a group of people that genuinely wants to meet you and wants to know your story.
Well, people, guess what? This is me, old Moosey, in my younger prime days. I was always up country, living up in a park, and I didn't know anything about down here. I didn't want to know anything. This is Skipper Mapes. His name is Harold Thomas Mapes. He built the house back in the early 30s, and this is taken out on our front yard. I kept house for him 12 winters and worked at the lodge company 12 summers. This is what Snug Harbor looked like. With snow, you had to either snowshoe or ski or stay in the house. You didn't have to shovel. You just put the snowshoes on and take off. Beautiful, the weather is nice, the breeze feels good. I'm sorry the mountains aren't out, but it's nice to be up country and see my old stomping grounds. Yonder lies Jackson Hole, the last of the Old West.
We're training grad students in both the sort of the theory and the content, as well as the practice of digging snow pits, taking measurements, finding out what's going on in the snowpack. This environment in Jackson Hole and Grand Teton National Park is an awesome place to do this because it inspires students and that they can take that inspiration home with them and learn about their home places.
Label the snowpacks by sound.
I know. I didn't realize there were layers in snow. It's just really neat to get to show them this world and uncover all of these things that they've never, probably never thought about.
That happens a lot.
We need some food.
One of the things that makes Jackson Hole unique is its music scene.
It's very kid-friendly. In other towns and bigger cities, there's a large venue of music and many musical opportunities, but not for kids.
Personally, that was really exciting for me because I would have never been able to discover bass if it weren't for the camps and different music things that are around in Jackson Hole.
It's my third day waking up here in Jackson, Wyoming, with my two dogs who have never lived in the snow.
Taco, what time is it?
like this project of making dog cookies.
We have 2 different dog treats tonight. We have peanut butter and paw licking chicken.
It's really fun to get together with the kids to go out and do things that you wouldn't necessarily be doing. For example, making dog treats on a Wednesday night with a group of kids and adults.
I have a very good friend with Naomi. I look forward to taking an early afternoon off from work just to spend time with Naomi. Every week is super special to me.
You can make a treat, and if you don't have any dog or something, you can donate them at the animal shelter, and it will help a lot.
12-12-12 is actually an incredibly potent day. According to numerology, the number 12 is the number of completion. As I see it, it's really about a shift in consciousness, and it's about moving into a new consciousness that's more heart-based. People use crystals healings for everything, and here we're in this incredible basin that's surrounded by granite and quartz. I mean, we have so much rose quartz and clear quartz in our mountains around us. The vibration of these mountains is incredibly high, and it's probably one of the reasons why we all love to live here so much.
Happy 12-12-12.
In my mind I'm moving right along, though my feet are standing in the same space. I've had some time to ponder what's gone wrong, but my mistakes are only taken case by case.
Congratulations, King Chef. Hold up your champagne, your adventures, and then love to last on in the new world.
And I've seen weddings now and newborns from my friends.
It's time for a nap.
They like this.
Yeah. It's time for a nap for your doctor, too.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
There you go, sister.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, your hair. Hi,
Happy
baby.
birthday
Oh, my goodness.
to you.
Thank
you.
Very rarely, I guess, do you get to live in a place that's completely surrounded by mountains, but actually has a whole bunch of really sweet people who enjoy the outdoors as much as you do.
It's the collection of people that come here for that underlying reason that makes it special.
I think it's the people.
The people here.
Nowadays, the vibrancy that's here, so many like-minded people who are here to just rip it up and have fun and be creative and I don't know, it's a pretty incredible community.
People come from very different backgrounds and they come here for different reasons, but they all seem to find a place to call home here.
Doing body art through doing henna. And that was really the beginning.
Whoa, oh, whoa. Whoa, oh, whoa. We could light fires every night, find a decent canyon nearby to go fly a kite. No need to give it up. Such a wonderful place to become stuck. In Neverland like quicksand.
And we just fell in love with this place, and we thought, instead of coming out here for 3 weeks a year, why not stay here 50 weeks and spend 2 weeks in the east?
It was a very quiet little cow town when we lived here. Of course, now there is traffic and people, and it's just not hardly like comparing apples and oranges.
Hello, Rocky. Speak. Let's look at Rocky's pants. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
12,
It doesn't have any sound,
no
I don't
sound?
think. No, I don't think so.
My favorite part of Jackson would be just the isolation at times and just being surrounded by the mountains. But of course, the snow.
Say it again.
Did I just say 12, 12, 12?
12, 12, 12.
Nice. Did you do it menacing?
12, 12, 12.
I haven't really thought much about 12, 12, 12. I have to be honest.
Hi everyone, my name is Mary. I'm so bad on camera. Do I have to go there?
My ancestors go way, way back in Wyoming, and one of them used to say, the Scottish side said, well, we had enough money to get here, but never enough to get out.
Gosh, is there anything else you'd like to say to Jackson?